They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look in. Incomplete. Second and 10. He'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them because they shut down the run, they shut down the pass. I think at one point the question was whether or not they could actually hold them to negative yardage for the entire game. That's how well they played. I don't know if those numbers can carry over to this one, but they do expect to play at a high level.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 21-0 our score after 1. They're going to look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 18. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He hasn't had his best day. They have. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up Ford. The Texans send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the safety. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back now here live in New Orleans. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.